Buddy, we are back with Mortal Sportsman on this day, 9/10/2025, a day that will now probably live in infamy of a day that started it all. But cheers to you, my brother. Cheers.
Cheers to you,
I
and
don't
to
have
pour one out for the Kirks.
There you go. So, I think we got to start there. Uh Major news that came out. Actually, there's two major news ones. One came out that in Colorado, Evergreen High School had a shooting event where three people were uh, critically injured and are in the hospital, one of which was a suspect, I guess. Still don't know much about that one. And then the other one, in a Utah university, Charlie Kirk was holding his Turning Point USA gathering of him debating liberals, and a shot was heard, and ah
It will reverberate around the world
yes, it did him in.
for
It
sure.
Charlie Kirk is no longer with us. I am heartbroken for his two daughters and his wife, and there's nothing that can be said to help in that situation. And it is just ridiculous that somebody has perished because of words that he said in a certain order. It is ridiculous that in this day and age of 2025, we still can't learn the nursery school rhyme of sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I don't know. I don't know where we go from here as a nation. I don't know. I mean, we've always had our troubles. We've always had gun violence. That's a thing. But as Charlie Kirk said, you will never have a nation with an armed citizenry without a gun death. Won't happen. We have people that are allowed to have guns who shouldn't have guns, and we don't prosecute the people that shouldn't have guns that do have guns. So,
And murder is still illegal.
and
I mean,
murder is
that's
still
just,
illegal. So, I mean,
that is a criminal who's willing to do the ultimate, which is take another life of a human being. Um, I don't think they're really going to care about a gun law, but that's
yeah.
just me.
And not to mention that they were in Utah and they were on a university. And if anything, in my state, every university is a safe
The
space,
gun-free zone.
so
Yep.
gun-free zone. So that argument kind of goes out the window. The fact that right before he was shot, the question was, "Do you know how many mass murderers are in America each year?" Kind of interesting. The fact that it's the day before 9/11, interesting. The fact that a month ago, one of his cohorts went on Twitter and said that he was afraid, Charlie Kirk was afraid of being murdered by Israel if he spoke out against them. It's interesting. It's very interesting that tomorrow there's supposed to be a bunch of hearings in Congress about how Mossad was actually perpetuated 9/11. It's pretty interesting. Um, it's pretty interesting that Charlie Kirk was a Mossad homeboy until recently, until he started spewing some anti-Semitic stuff, letting people on his program that were not kosher with Israel Hamas kind of shit. Um, so a lot of things are going into this. I'm not telling you to speculate, but I'm also telling you to speculate. You got to look at every angle nowadays because we're being told that it was a 60-year-old some odd white guy to begin with that got carried away in handcuffs on his feet and hands, and just to turn around to say, "Oh, someone was running on a roof." And I'm sorry, but you have to be some sort of trained person to hit somebody there,
Mm, that far
and
away.
that from that far away.
Yeah.
And it looked like Kirk knew that there was some sort of threat, and at least to my untrained eye, it looked like he was wearing something under his shirt, knowing that there might be a threat. There's also This is very speculative and take it with whatever grain of salt you have, but there are videos that are coming alive that his ring switches fingers during the middle of it.
Oh boy.
The bullet wound is traveling around his body and then it starts spewing. It's in this day and age, you have to question everything. And it's sad, but you do.
Well,
And
we started the show on that premise.
yes,
So
that's the whole point of why we started this is because we were questioning things of what the government was telling us, and it was clearly untrue. And
mm,
if you go back in the tapes of this podcast, you will realize that we've called multitude of things before they happened. We've called things that the government was saying was for sure 100% this thing, and we have said no, it's this other thing, and it came out that it was the other thing. So there's there's a lot of things that need to go into dissecting what just fucking happened, but that is to be that punny guy, that will be a turning point of this nation's history.
I mean, what an
He
absolute
he's a
like
legend. He
like
really is a legend. Whether
well,
you
he's a
like him or
martyr.
not, yeah, he's a martyr.
He's
I'll let you
immediately
say
a
he's a
martyr.
martyr. But
Yeah.
whether you like the guy or not, all he did was say, "Hey, when speaking breaks down, violence comes in the picture. I don't want violence. Let's talk this out." And he
Mhm.
went to the campuses and tried to talk to everybody he could. Whether you liked him or not, he tried to get the conversation started, and he did get the
Yeah.
conversation started.
Like he had
So,
some I'm honestly gonna say this, and that was a great rant, by the way. A lot to unpack out of that, which I think we will. We're going to talk a lot longer about it than probably 30 minutes that we had a live. We were supposed to do sports tonight. I was
every time
excited
you
to talk about the
every time
NFL.
you tell us say we're gonna do sports, something major in news happens.
Something fucking happens. But this is just, like you said, it is a turning point. No pun intended. It's almost like it's fate. That was what he named his group. And you know what? Again, I honestly did not. I was not a Charlie Kirk guy. You know me. I'm pretty centrist on everything. What he stood for and what he said. What basically his basis of existence was the debate, right?
Oh, yeah.
Political debate. He was very difficult to debate. Many people, most people, could not out debate him. He was a hell of a political arguer.
Yes.
Um, in doing so, obviously in a Christian conservative values type light, which reigns pretty heavily in this country. Obviously, there's a lot of people that I didn't expect posting about it today, and it was like wildfire. And then you get the fucking trolls, and they're getting
Roast.
crushed. But
Roast.
but yeah, there's gonna be those people are gonna very very much regret going in there and hitting send today.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Um, but let me unpack it from a very very simple standpoint. From
Okay.
my opinion, why I'm so bothered, why I've decided to do something that I've never done on this podcast before. He was just a guy at its core, a human being who was a father with kids who are now going to grow up without their father because of something that he said, because of something that he said, which we still live in America that has the First Amendment right of freedom of speech. Yes, we do live in America with that Second Amendment right. Yes, you trolls out there who are trolling him and like, whoa, he literally said, oh, I would never give up the Second Amendment right even for a few gun deaths.
Okay, I gotta stop you for a second. I know you're
No,
on a
no, no, no,
rant.
no, 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 no stopping yet.
Okay.
This this single part of it, the single part of it that is the most sickening, that had me so fucking livid, was the point that you were making earlier, where he's never calling for violence. He's got some really fucking conservative and borderline discriminatory takes. Well, he did. People can say things. People say things all the time. Sticks and stones, break my bones, words, all that. For someone to literally just die in the public eye like that, whose death has now been seen by millions of people on the internet, including myself, which I was sickened and I just couldn't. I watched it once, and every time I'd see it, I just try to keep scrolling. Then I just had to get off. Like I just had to get off of
That's the
X
best
for a
thing you
bit.
can do because it's gonna be on
It's
there for
bad right
days.
now. It's
It's gonna be on there for
cesspool.
days.
It's so bad. but because of Charlie Kirk's literal stance of just like literally dying and becoming a martyr almost just for free speech, um, I'm doing it. Fuck it.
I fucking knew it. No shit.
Johnny
Johnny
Acres.
Akers, full gear. Hell yeah.
I'm
It's
back.
about time. It's about
I'm
time.
here. If Charlie Kirk can literally take a bullet for going out and trying to get people to debate and ask questions and have different opinions and look for answers for whatever reason, what the fuck am I doing?
I've been
And what was
saying
the
that
problem with
for
it? My
I
personal
listen.
views are not the views of my employer. There you go.
There you go.
Now I'm fucking back. I'm fucking free to do whatever the fuck I want for you, fucking Charlie.
Let's
There's my ode to
fucking
him.
go. Let's go.
All right, back to you.
So the quote that everybody's using right now is misquoted. Let's just say that. So
Yeah.
it was back in 2023, and my old man sent me the quote, and then I looked it up myself and saw the entire message. And the entire message is right before he said that you would never have a society that has an armed citizenry without a gun death. So, yes, I believe that a certain amount of deaths does warrant the Second Amendment. That kind of puts it in a different perspective. I know you can twist and turn that all you want, but he blatantly just said, listen, if you have guns in the society, there's going to be death by guns.
Well, it's natural, right?
It's what happens. So yes, there is a legitimacy to gun deaths and having the Second Amendment, and I'm okay with having the deaths while still preserving the Second Amendment.
Well, this is
So
the thing is
the
I'm not
way that I
okay with it
read,
though.
go
But
ahead.
I'm not actually okay with that. That's a big difference. So it's like you have them in place for a reason. You should be doing everything you can to actively seize them from people who should not own them and to shut down the black markets that are getting them to people. Now the problem is that it just opens up the complicity of the government of the police forces or whoever is still allowing the rings to continue, and that has to be at a pretty fucking high level. So you need, if you're going to talk about like, I'm okay with just someone going into a school and shooting up your fucking kids. Well, no,
Obviously, we're
you
not okay. That's not.
you need
I
to
don't think
like
that's what he was
people
trying to
need to,
say either.
right, I understand that, but like he that's what you're going to get attacked on with that type
One
of
hundred percent,
viewpoint.
and that's why I'm trying to
So
get ahead of it.
so
Is
you're
that's not what he was saying. He was saying that regardless, if you have guns in society, you're going to have gun deaths.
yeah.
So, not the mass shootings, not the fucking horrendous shit we've seen in this country, but there are going to be a certain amount of deaths because we have guns in this country. It's a
I mean,
catch
there's gun
22, and we need to have guns. So, yeah, I guess I'm okay with it.
well, we've gone
We
through this
need to have
before.
guns.
There's more guns than people in America.
We need to
So
have guns.
you're
There's
never
a
going to get rid of
reason.
them.
There's a reason the founding fathers put that so wholeheartedly number 2. And the first one, which he fucking died for, was freedom of speech. And they knew
Yeah.
once the first one fucking broke down, that's why you got the second.
And it
We're
was
we're
breaking
rolling
down.
real quick to Nepal, all right?
I mean,
Like what's
yeah.
going on in Nepal could come here real quick. Real fucking quick. Have those motherfuckers going down the Potomac with
Yeah.
no
I
clothes
mean,
on,
it's getting
flying out
interesting
in the
around
fucking helicopters.
around the world.
Fucking France is all up in arms now. Like we're all going to fucking
France's government fell yesterday.
what the fuck?
It just was in and out of the news like that. Um, the okay, so let me just go back real quick to the point on like the how to prevent more of the gun deaths. Literally, this part of everything is very scary because it turns into like what's the, Skynet
Yep.
or any of the AI
Palantar
predictive.
that we are that's already implemented. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you have that available to your disposal, wouldn't there be some type of advanced way of figuring out like this particular person is a threat and just have them monitored the entire time
They do.
without them know? Well, they do. Then what are we doing? How is it even possible with the AI technology that could probably figure out where the hell I am right now? to just
Well,
not prevent someone from going to commit atrocities when
well,
when it's
that's
like the
also
signs
that's a
are
good
always
question.
pretty clear.
That's a
Like,
very good question because from what I've gathered is since 9/11, we've been spied on incessantly without warrants. Our
yeah,
phones are spying on us every single day, and they're just
like
selling our data.
we've known that too. Like the phone, even
Yeah,
when you're not using it, takes a picture every 10 seconds or something
yes.
like that. Like
Or
it's literally
it's
always
listening because you have
it's always
conversations and then
listening.
you get a toaster fucking ad. It's
People,
fucking
yeah,
crazy.
people laugh about it. Oh, I was
Yeah,
just
oh, it's so
talking about
funny.
that.
But
Yeah, what else were you talking about?
the real implications of that is they can track us, they
Yeah,
know where we are, they know what we're thinking about, and they know our next move before we even know it because they've got fucking AI on it. So that is a very good question is what are we doing about it? Because
yeah,
the FBI had contact with the shooter in for Trump in Butler, PA. Who's to say that this fucking guy hasn't been contacted by CIA or FBI? Who I mean, he's
yeah.
obviously a trained marksman, so he'd had to have some sort of training. Where did he get that training from? And then you
There's no
find out that
untrained
Israel
person.
fucking bombed Qatar. Why did Israel bomb Qatar? Is it
They're trying to
because
get Hamas.
Qatar was pretty vital in 9/11 attacks that was brought on by Mossad? And to keep Qatar quiet, Israel decided to bomb Qatar? And then in order to keep everybody fucking quiet about them doing a war crime in Qatar, we're gonna kill Charlie Kirk. So
Yeah, I
everybody
mean,
talk about Charlie Kirk.
there's literally a lot of threads. Like,
There's it's a
first of
fucking
all,
spider web is what it is. There's so many fucking tangents.
like, how about let's go real quick. The guy that they tackled, right?
Yep.
I don't even know if that was the guy because the picture of the dude with the pregnant
Yeah.
belly, it comes out immediately, and I'm like, the guy. It's kind of strange. I actually like to know a little bit more about it, but this could be completely wrong, and we never admit to telling complete the truth in this one. But I'm pretty sure they were like he was saying like, "Get me," like, "Shoot me, I did it,"
Yeah.
like,
Shoot
but he
me, shoot
didn't.
me, shoot me.
Yeah, shoot me. I have the right to remain
That
silent.
sounds like MK Ultra all over it, man.
Yes, I go. If that guy, I go look at him like that guy can't hit someone from 200 yards away because the shot itself, you can hear it, you know,
Yeah.
it's the one with the volume, you can hear it. And then there's someone that was on earlier, I was actually on CNN, I think. The guy was talking about how he heard 2 shots.
Yeah, they were
Um,
talking about something,
just
how he got
another just
he got poked
another
in the neck twice or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like another dual gun theory,
Yep,
the
one from the
the
water
double
tower.
shooter. Joe. So like the whole that whole scene of it immediately happening and everyone just rushes to it like, oh, it's like, oh no, I wasn't. And then they arrest somebody else and they interrogated them tonight and they just let that guy go. So they still don't have the guy
The
who did
guy that
it,
was
who was
running
not who was
across the roof, did you
running
see
across
that?
the roof, and all blacked out. Just, I mean,
Yeah.
he performed an assassination in front of
Mhm.
hunt. So that's the thing that I think was interesting is that if there was, and obviously there has to be theories that come from it. It's one of the most infamous deaths now of all time, and it literally happened today. Um,
Right, that's crazy.
so,
Like, let's
so
think about this. We're gonna
this. Hold on
learn
a second. Hold on. Let me just finish
okay,
this
go
one
ahead.
part
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
old
yeah.
guy.
Go ahead,
The old
sorry.
guy. They're like, this is perfect. We'll just send this MK Ulster guy out there. Just he'll freaking make a fuss, and then all law enforcement will swoop in and be like, we got it," because they're not really all in on it. They're like just as clueless as anybody else that's there, totally out of the fucking loop. And while that allows the killer to actually fucking get
Get
away,
away.
they can come up with whoever they want to take out for it now, knowing that the person already got away because they were like so fixed on that. But the problem is there were so many people there,
Yeah.
and the people kept saying, "That guy didn't do it.
How
He's
about the
not
guy on Fox?
like
Did you
that's
see
not the
that?
guy."
Did you see the
No,
guy on Fox? The
Wh-
guy
which
so
which
there's a guy with a big ass white hat with a gold 47 on it. I was like, "This is the guy you wanna talk to." Alright, so he starts
yeah,
talking, he's like,
I'm sure.
"They arrested the wrong fucking guy. There's a guy up there, he's fucking running away, and they arrested the wrong guy. They need to go get the right shit. We need accountability in this fucking country." I was like, "Whoa, this dude's just going ham." and
He
like
was
Fox
there.
couldn't get him off fast enough. Like, yo, he's saying that they got the wrong guy. We got to get him off.
Yeah. No, literally though. I and was he saying, was it George Zim? Was that it? Because I saw someone like, why did they ever delete the footage of George Zim?
Yeah.
And it because here's the thing, you can't do it anymore with the amount of cell phones that are out there and the amount of footage that exists. Someone's going to see something. Someone's going to film something. So like,
Palancar is in existence. You're always on camera. It doesn't matter
yes.
where you are. They
So
got you on
yes,
tape, motherfucker.
yes, yeah. They got us all.
They got us all.
But the thing is, like, they're running. Everyone's like, at first it just happened so quick that everyone's like, is it even just really happening? And then it's like, but there's the other thing. It had to have been a marksman, because I'm thinking, like, if it's someone that's like, I see it come up on my Twitter feed at first, and it's only the one from far away, from like the top, and it pans it like cuts off as soon as he gets hit, so you
Yeah.
can't even really see what happens to him. Obviously, most people have seen it. I won't go there, but the like reaction of it all, you can like just hear of like how far away that thing have had to have come
Yeah.
to hit it, but so perfectly that I thought. And the only way I'd think it would be someone that they could consider wasn't, it had to have been ex-military, someone that had to have been somewhat trained. But they're probably going for his head, and they had it scoped, and he like kind of sat back for a second. He
Well, he
like
went and grabbed the mic real
he
quick,
had the
and then he
mic, and
shot.
he said something, and then he sat back, and like that little split amount of a second, the guy would have probably been ready to pull the trigger, and it had hit him where his face was sitting about
Dead
a
temple.
half second before.
Yeah.
And then he just sat back and went, and I mean, there's so much that's going to be unpacked. It's just beginning now.
Yeah. So
It says Trump's going to address the nation. There's an FBI
tonight.
manhunt. Yep.
Oh
It's
shit.
probably be quick. It'll probably be quick.
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
can't
nothing.
imagine it be.
Um.
You should try to find a way to stream it when he goes live.
Okay. Um. I've not that I want to rush off this topic, but I don't want to give it that much power right now because not everything has come out. So I think it's a good time to segue into sports. And again,
Oh,
my condolences go out to the Kirk family and to Turning Point USA without its CEO now. It's very tragic day, and I don't want to make light of this situation. It is very meaningful, and our history has forever changed now. Whether you want to believe that or not, it has, and things are coming down the pipe that are going to be
not good.
not good. Like we can go
Not
one of
good.
two ways. We could splinter off and head to Oasis, or we can go down to what's that fucking book called?
That one book that was written
1982 or whatever.
1984. That's almost a shot.
1984.
It's almost a shot right there.
Yeah, so we
19
could go down that road. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It could go either way. But anyway,
Uh,
you
you
got
want
any
to?
last
You
words
want
for Charlie Kirk?
to? Again, it's a disgusting day. We didn't even talk about the chick that was stabbed on the fucking train, like the Ukrainian girl that was stabbed the crane. Talk about a an instance that immediately tears a hole in every single one of the left's fucking ideals, which is support Ukraine. Um,
No
these
cash
criminals,
bail.
yep, no cash bail. Let's get these criminals out on the streets. There's no such thing as hate crime on black on white crime. Everything, single thing you want to go ahead on that whole situation. And it's going to be even more further brushed under the rug now because of Charlie Kirk. There's a lot of things that are happening in the world, but that one singular moment of now it's probably one of the most viewed, and it'll eventually be taken off the internet. So if you hadn't seen it today, you probably never would see it. But someone's life. Oh, he's talking right now. This looks like AI. We try to turn this up a little bit. It's on Truth Social if
Oh,
you
of
want to
course
look
it
it
is.
up. On Fox News, they're letting Hannity looks like he's about to blow a head gasket and then cry. I don't know why Trump looks like AI in this so bad. Sorry, it just blows me away. You can probably find it. Um, oh yeah. I swear to God, dude, this looks like AI.
That looks like AI.
Are you looking at the same one
Yeah,
as
I
me?
got it. Hang on.
That is not really him. What?
And loved him are united in shock and horror.
Hard.
Charlie was a patriot
Ara.
who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved
Bro,
so
that does
much,
look
the
like
United
AI.
States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom,
Martyr, you
and
called it.
there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith. And we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. Long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other
Israel.
political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and three others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people
Do
and
those
taken
fingers look
their
like real
lives.
fingers to you?
Tonight,
No.
I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close. May God bless his memory. May God watch over his family. And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Bro, that shit's AI.
That shit wasn't real. It didn't seem real.
I've never before in my life been so it's actually I don't you probably could see it better if you were watching it on your laptop. I had it up here on the TV.
Yeah.
I'm looking, I'm like, his mouth is moving like it's AI and those hands don't look like they're real.
You can't trust anything, man.
You still want to go to sports?
I'm down. Fucking sports, bro.
All right, fuck it, sports. I'm gonna turn my
I
head
fucking
back. I'm a
labeled this
backwards
as
hat kind of guy.
labeled this as Mortal Sportsman. So
Okay, so sports. We just had a hell of a fucking day.
hell of a
It's
day,
only
hell of a week.
it's only gonna get worse. Did you see? Actually, here we go. Here's sports. Here's a great segue.
Okay,
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Can you guess which professional baseball team had a moment of silence in their stadium for Charlie Kirk before their game tonight? I'll give you 3 tries.
Give me 3 tries. Okay.
3 tries. 3 different baseball teams.
I don't know all of their names, so I think it's the Washington Nationals.
That is their name. That is not. Maybe they
Not
did.
not
Not the
not
one that
one.
not the one that I saw. Just
Okay.
nope.
Interesting. The Marlins,
Not the Marlins.
not the Marlins.
You're gonna have to go really out in left field for this one.
Really?
You like that pun? It's Dodgers.
The
It
Dodgers.
might even be out in right field. No, but who are they going to play in the World Series most likely?
The Mets? I don't know.
No, they're in the same conference.
The
Drink a
Yankees?
shot. It's a sports. The Yankees.
Get the fuck out of here.
The Yankees. I couldn't believe that. Which makes sense because really Yankees fans of the Bronx, of the old style Yankees fans,
Well,
the ones
yeah,
that go to
they're
the
all the
games, the ones
mafia.
that can afford to go to the games,
Yeah,
are all mostly Italian
mafia.
or working class, like I mean, Puerto Ricans, like a lot of them are conservative.
Yeah.
They don't
In fact,
understand.
you
People
will
don't
never
understand.
get
Like,
me to think that the entirety of New York City is blue ever. It's not.
no,
They get
no,
muddled by a
no.
whole bunch of bullshit, and the
Yeah.
votes don't count.
Well, they get the
Go ahead. Sorry.
transplants from everywhere else.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I'm sorry, I had to toss out my lipper. I'm going to toss a new one in there. Oh, I just think people are underestimating the Christian side of things on this because of how kind of powerful that is in
Oh yeah.
itself. Like people wouldn't have really even agreed with what Charlie
Drop them.
Kirk had to say. Yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Because I
But
think
they don't.
that
No
was
one
more of
supports
his base.
that.
Yeah, that was more of his base
That's
was
just scary, man.
Christians.
It's just like again, it's just you're taking someone's life for what they say.
And
It's like you're not even. That's so beyond. Like,
what's
and I honestly, I always be honest. Like, I wear the shirt almost. I don't want to. It's a bit of a troll. I'm not gonna lie, but it
yeah,
seemed appropriate for today. Guy clearly didn't miss,
yeah.
and
What
these are the 2
really is
moments that are supposed to be like watershed moments, but they're now happening in enough similar amount of time frame that we might just be in the middle of something.
yeah,
It could be pretty obvious. So
turning point.
yeah,
So
turning point.
my thing is I don't think that okay, so if we're going with it wasn't a trained killer, right? It wasn't a trained killer, it was just some dude that was pissed off at Charlie Kirk. That's what we're going with. That's the story that we're
Yeah.
going with. I
Well,
find it hard
there's
to
no
believe.
way.
There's no way, but I find it hard to believe that the dude that killed Charlie Kirk, if he is a nobody, understands the actual ramifications of his actions. And if you don't actually understand the ramifications of your actions, I'm pretty sure that you can be certifiably insane. Like
Yeah.
you can be committed. So if anybody were to Lone Ranger fucking dude, just random Greg from Omaha wants to kill Charlie Kirk, the ramifications of you killing Charlie Kirk have the entire conservative base after you, the entire Christian base after you, the entire debate people after you, the entire political jargon, except for the left side, evidently shown by
Yeah.
the House, after you. Like you can't
Oh yeah.
fucking see those ramifications in doing so. You are just thinking, I hate this guy. If it would just be better in the world if he was gone. And that's no way to live.
Well,
Any people that live with that kind of anger need to figure out a way through it. Because
Well, they are the evil. They are the evil
there's
of the
no way to
world.
live life in anger. Anger is
Yeah.
not. It's an emotion that needs to pass by you and let it flow. I
Mhm.
understand for some people it's hard. Figure it the fuck out. Go to counseling. Figure it out. Don't live in
Smoke
anger.
weed.
Smoke
Just
weed.
figure, yeah,
Fucking chill your
figure
shit
something
out.
out. Yeah.
There's no way.
Leave the Bills game early.
Yeah.
You're just angry.
I don't know how I got back on it, but we're back on it. But let's
You'll
fucking
never regret doing that. Let's go into that. Okay, we know I'm a big fucking Bills fan, and yes, I left the fucking game early.
Did you hear what
Now,
Fitzy had to say to you?
I heard what a lot of people had to say to me.
Did you hear what
To my face
Ryan Fitzpatrick had to say to you?
that we let him down.
You let him down, and you
And
motherfuckers have motherfucking Josh motherfucking Allen.
yeah, I thought it was funny. He goes, "This isn't the however long he was in Buffalo for." He goes like 2009 to 2014 Bills we're talking about here, and I was like, "That's a good one." He goes, "You guys have Josh motherfucking Allen." Doug Flutie had another thing to say too. They asked him where he was.
Oh shit!
Flutie came out. They go, "Where were you during the game?" He goes, "Honestly, I couldn't watch it. I had a beer league hockey game." And he goes, "Well, he saw the start because he goes, it was at 10:45." He goes, "But I got off and I saw the highlights, and you know what?" He goes, "This is like, I mean, Josh Allen, he plays the game like I wanted to play the game. Like I tried to play the game, but I couldn't because I'm not." He said something like, "Because I'm
I'm not
not a
Josh
freaking
Allen.
giant. I'm not Josh Allen." Like he's like, so it's like every former Bills quarterback, like without a doubt, any quarterback in general respects the shit out of Josh Allen. The
Dude,
people,
in the fourth quarter alone, in this week 1 win over the Ravens, he threw for 250 yards
Mhm.
while also simultaneously rushing in for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Never been done before in NFL history. This motherfucker just said, "We got 4 minutes left. Give me the ball. I got it.
Yeah.
Give me the ball."
Yeah. Well,
And fucking
Derrick Henry told him that, "Hey, no problem. I'll give it back to you." John Harbaugh, even more disrespectful maybe than us leaving the stadium, which there was about 15,000 of us. And I think, in a twist of way, I may have motivated Josh Allen himself because he said, "Because these fuckers leaving early.
time to turn
I'm
it up.
mad." He has never had a reason to not like Bills fans because Bills fans adore him. We worship him. I will write him a letter every week for the rest of my season ticket holding life to apologize for walking out on him on the week 1 Ravens game. Quick story on that. I was hammered. I didn't even know how much time was left on the clock. People I was with, my beloved wife, SP, private investigator, they bought it, and they're recent parents, so like, it's late. All right. We made the decision, it was like already like 11:15. Now, looking back on it, in anger, I left that stadium because I sent a now since deleted tweet about Sean McDermott. I don't even remember. I don't even remember if that was from the seats
Oh my
or
god,
walking out of the stadium. No recollection of it.
this guy.
I saw it like 2 days later. I was like, "Oh fuck,
Oh shit. Ah,
delete.
sorry.
Whoops,
That's my beat. My beat.
my bad." So
That's awesome. Okay.
Sean McDermott's, his defense did absolutely nothing to that point to make me think there was even a chance. Even it didn't matter how much time was left. But you never leave early. Give me something. If it's a 1 o'clock game, 4 o'clock game, in any of those situations, probably sticking it out.
Did you work on Monday?
I did. I had to work on
All
Monday.
right. All right.
I,
All right.
everyone, we all did, and the only one that didn't was SP's wife, PI, because she's watching the baby. So everyone had a reason to leave early, and we still got home at like 1:30. That's the other thing. The people that left that live in Buffalo, fuck you. Like, what are you skipping traffic for a fucking hour? It still took us 2.5 hours to get home.
Jesus
So
Christ.
like, you know, it's not gonna, leaving early there is nothing really. I mean, that's the I guess the long scale that you should have probably thought about that. Might have been like closer to 2 hours. Again, I don't know. I was hammered, but I at that point in the car, I managed to like try and start accepting the situation because it was lit in the car. For the first for the first well for the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I pulled the game up on my phone, and because the phone was delayed, you could start hearing the reactions of the other people in their cars on the radio. People are listening to the radio. So we watched the part of it where Chris Collinsworth goes, and 15,000 Bills fans are trying to get back into the stadium. Like, we're all like, I mean, Eric just looks at me, fucking, oh, there's a shot. And I can see it starting, and I go, oh no. And he goes, I never fucking leave. I never fucking leave. The fucking one time I fucking leave is this. I am mortified still to this day. I thought it was going to get easier. It's gotten worse. It's literally gotten worse.
Time will evolve.
I don't know if I will ever recover from it. Honestly, like, it was such a wrong decision
You know what? You probably
because
never
I was
will.
inebriated. I never will. I never
Will.
will. And by the way,
Because
you're coming
there's
you're
always gonna
coming to
be
the game
that.
with me in next week.
Yeah,
We're not leaving.
that's
So
fine.
I I hope it's a close game. Not really. But if it gets bad, if it gets like really, really bad, like,
Like
I'll give you
33-8.
I'll just, you just, you got the keys, right? You're driving. So just
Yeah.
chill in the truck and just wait if you need to.
I'll watch the whole fucking thing. I'll sit there in my Merino jersey and watch Tua just die on the field because Bosa's coming for him.
Don't say that. We've already predicted that once. We don't want that to happen again.
The
And
fucking dude,
given
the
your
dude's got
offensive
no
line and
line.
how
The
bad
dude
you're
has
okay.
no O line, and we got Joey Bosa on the other.
Let's get off the
fucking
Bills
side.
for a second.
Okay.
Do you remember when we were doing the prediction episode? And now, granted, the other teams in the AFC East, besides the Bills, lost, but there was different levels of performance, I think, from those
That came to play.
teams. The Jets I've underestimated, and we got them this week. That's going to be a tough game. They can run the ball, and we clearly can't stop it.
Can't stop it.
Yeah, but you said, you're like, are you? I'm like, he's like the Patriots, and I might have been wrong on that. To be honest, I might be wrong on the Patriots. It's only one game. And again, on the Dolphins, it's only one game. But then you're like, why would they finish ahead of the Dolphins? I'm like, dude, are you understanding how dysfunctional the fucking Dolphins are right now? Like, and then they go out there and they get punked by Daniel fucking Jones. Daniel Jones was looking like Josh Allen. Every time I had it on my phone, every time I'd see that game put on the TV, it was Daniel Jones rushing for another first down or getting another big gain. And it just looks like you guys weren't trying at all.
No, at all. It didn't look like that. And it didn't look like Tua was into it because he fucking fumbled the ball, threw two picks, 3 picks. I don't think he can even know anymore.
The first pick was so bad.
Stroke in the fucking end zone. Did you see that bullshit? Right in front of Tua, did a fucking stroke in the goddamn end zone. Like, that's just malicious right there. I don't know.
What was that celebration? Dude, that celebration sent me. Like, at first I thought it was
got you inebriated. Is like, I got a shotgun one now for that celebration.
No. I didn't see it until like the following day or whatever. I didn't witness that one live. But I saw it and I was like, dude, like, what is that? And I'm like, and then it like dawned on me, like, how that's like could be interpreted, like how you're saying, like for the Tua, like
the hands.
And he goes, how could you ever recover from that? Okay, so like the first interception I did see, they were showing that in red zone. I believe, and I don't think anyone had thrown an interception in the first 2 games of the year. So might have to check me on that. But in the Cowboys, he threw the first pick of the year, and it was like a fucking clear over, like
just right to the
4
defender.
yards over his receiver. The defender didn't have to move.
Just look at that, the ball.
Sick. And then he got the first interception of the year, and I was like,
fuck.
Okay, the Dolphins are going to be just as bad as I thought they would.
How
Maybe
about
even worse.
fucking Darren Waller that we gave picks up to the Giants for?
Was he there?
Might not even play for a Dolphin snap.
What happened to him?
What
Did he
are we
spit on
doing?
somebody?
He fucking
Did he-
has a
did he-
hip injury.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has a
Well,
hip
he's old.
injury, and then McDaniels goes, well, I don't know how long McDaniels is going to be there, to be honest, but
Oh,
McDaniels goes, we're going to go
seat
in the
is hot.
team's direction.
Here's a prediction for you. I
I
don't
don't
think
know
it could possibly
how much
happen.
worse it could get. That's what he said. Fucking
He
McDaniels.
said it couldn't get any worse than this. I know how it could. I know how it could for that guy. The Patriots come to town this weekend.
Yeah.
I looked this up. The feels like temperature on that field for that game is 98 degrees. And as we know, the creative and innovative engineers who came up with the stadium design for the Dolphins has those New England Patriots, the
Bacon.
cold weather Patriots in 98 degree sunlight
Bacon.
baking. Okay? You lose that game, the Patriots never win in Miami. They never win in Miami. It doesn't matter. Brady would lose in Miami all the time.
Yeah.
They would never win in Miami early September. We struggle in Miami early September. So I love that they scheduled our game up here, where it is. Kind of cut both teams a break. But
if we
you lose
lose
that game, and then I think personally,
I might be borrowing a Bills jersey for the 18th.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
So,
if they lose to the Patriots, I'm borrowing a jersey.
And you're just sitting there silently
Like,
supporting
hey.
the Dolphins, like. What you could do is you could do the old under move, and at the end of the game, if you guys actually pull it off, and just and then you would get fucking
just pelted with
oh my
beer.
god, it was bad. There was some pretty poor performance from the fans. I gotta say, there's a dude fucking hitting the players. There was someone threw a beer right at Derrick Henry. You just feed into the narrative of piece of shit Bills fan when you do that fucking shit.
Yep.
Like, you get in a tussle in the stadium.
Institution.
I mean, no, especially not home opener night game. I mean, people are, myself included,
last home opener of the Ralph.
Yeah, tuned up. So it was a recipe for disaster, and we were getting pumped. So I could, those things are not surprising. I remember actually seeing that on the field because it was like the last play I watched, pretty much. And then as I was walking out, this strange thing happened that almost had me believing to go back up the steps, and I can't believe I didn't because I saw it happen. Derrick Henry runs into the end zone. Someone throws the beer. It explodes. I'm like, it's over. Fuck it. Let's get out of here. Take off. They're not following me. I'm in the aisle. Come on. Other people start coming, it starts to happen slowly, trickling, more people go. And then as I'm walking down to the bottom, I just hear it. I didn't even see it, but I heard it. That the kicker for the Ravens missed the extra point. He fucking banged it off the post. It was just like, and I'm like, huh. I look over, I'm like, was it down 16? I think it was down 15.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't realize of the amount of time that would have been left on the clock, which has been right fucking there. But nothing in that sense of being intoxicated and angry and being like, I know what time it is in real life. It's fucking late, and it's going to be even later when we get home.
So
it
was
the dumbest decision of my life.
Okay, but
to that moment, walk back up.
But put your mind at ease. When you left after that Derrick Henry touchdown, they were at a 99 point something % to win that game.
Exactly.
It was pretty much over. So you had the right intentions of leaving. The miraculous of Josh Allen, John, who the fuck is John? Josh Allen,
his grandfather,
is bar none. And he is the only reason that I ever somewhat little bit root for fucking Buffalo. And it's really because he's amazing.
He's incredible.
Incredible.
When I'm there still to this, because I watched most of the game, the incredible comeback some great plays. Obviously, the Derrick Henry fumble would have happened right in front of us. The Keon Coleman catch where he goes way up to get it was sick. The Keon Coleman catch again would have been right in front of us when he came across to
If
almost
one of those
score.
motherfuckers didn't go to him, I would have won our fucking.
But like the other moments, the sickest one that I remember from the game, which is going to go kind of unspoken of, is the little flip pass he did, where he rolls out, pocket collapses, he steps up, you think he's going to get sacked. No, he's Josh Allen. He rolls to the left. You're like, how the hell is he going to throw this? He just goes whoop, and just flips it, just like a basketball, little flick, one handed, just right to his receiver in motion, like in stride. It wasn't like a little behind. Like if you and I tried to do that, running to our left, just try to hit a target.
He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me.
Running for your life and just flip it over there, and it's just a perfect. And then, again, that's the moments where you're there. Everyone just goes like that. Happens multiple times a game with Josh Allen. Does that happen with every single quarterback in the season? 3 times throughout the year, 4 or 5 times. There's like 5 quarterbacks, maybe not even that many. It's really just the 2 that are left now, and it's those 2 guys that play against each other.
Yeah.
Like, mad respect to Lamar, but one of the last plays I also saw was when we had him dead in the fucking water, 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he goes through every single one of our players and ends up getting like a 16-yard gain. He ran a total of 70 yards just around everybody. That's unbelievable.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, the display of athleticism between Lamar and Josh is truly just the top 2. I don't put Mahomes up there anymore. I'm sorry. The Chiefs are a great team. They got a good defense. Their defensive, Mahomes sucks. I'm sorry. He's a 3 or 4 now. Just for the respect.
Sorry, I was off camera. Let me do that.
Go.
So, the thing that got me the most during that game is right after that Derrick Henry touchdown, they pan to Lamar Jackson on the bench with his coat on, and you see him talking. You don't really know what he says, but what I've gathered is that he literally just said, "That ain't enough. We need more." And then Josh Allen gets the first touchdown. Josh Allen gets the second touchdown. And then they pan back to Lamar on the bench. And he's just looking down. And you clearly see him say, fuck.
Yep.
And then there goes the kick. Like, it's fucking insane.
The game was lost. Like I said, the most disrespectful thing that happened was John Harbaugh believing that you could punt the ball back to Josh Allen.
Yeah, that was
up to with a minute and a half, minute 20 left, and you had a 4th and 2, and you had Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, and you thought you were going to stop Josh? That's disrespectful. And I will say this too as well, personal theory of my own, they were never going to go for it on 4th down.
No?
Nope. There was a shot that happened right as Lamar was walking off the field, and maybe they were thinking about it. 4th and 2, you'd have something lined up that if you got within like 4th and 2-ish, maybe 4th and 1, they would have done it. But 4th and 2, in that situation, you have all your timeouts. You can stop them. They kick a field goal. You get the ball back. Like to punt the ball there is asinine because you're getting torched on defense, especially in that quarter. The momentum is completely shifted in the other team's favor. But they showed at that point Derrick Henry on the sidelines with his helmet off. Now, if you were going to have a play lined up to go for it on 4th down, 4th and 2,
he would have been in there.
I'd imagine that even if he wasn't in on the play before on the 3rd down, he'd be helmet on, ready to go for 4th and 2. And he was just sitting there like, fuck.
What are we doing, dude?
Oh my God. Did I just seriously did I just do it? Like just you see the look of fear.
Yeah.
And the fact that most people don't point out, they say Lamar was cramping. He was cramping on that play. No. Lamar wasn't cramping. Lamar had the ever-loving shit and probably wind whipped out of him by Ed Oliver on that throw. You pull that hit up. If you could find it, just do Ed Oliver hit on Lamar. it should be the last play, and the one from behind shows it. He gets absolutely fucking plastered and got up like kind of like, oh shit. So they've been like, okay, Derrick Henry has his helmet off. Lamar is rocked. Okay, we'll punt the ball. But a lot of things you could do there. You could take a timeout. It's just you literally had a timeout. The Bills took a timeout. Fucking ads.
Now third.
Look at this hit.
Jackson trying to get away. Trying to escape. Cannot do
No, that's not it.
That's not it.
Oliver.
Okay, that wasn't it. Let's see what we got.
Cramping caused by punishing it right there at the top. No. It wasn't a sack. Yep, that's it right there. That's it. Because the Ravens fans will say it was a late hit. Look how hard he gets fucking hit. I mean, it could be roughing the passer, but bang,
got wrecked.
Yeah, so like I can kind of see the point of like, oh yeah, he was cramping.
Let's watch.
That's not cramping.
That's not cramping.
That's just in pain.
Whack! He fucking got leveled. Oh,
So-
that's awesome.
Yeah. Also something I could have seen right there on my side of the field.
You got to stop looking at it like that, man.
It's hard not to. Just
What
go to
else
every. I mean, especially
what else we
my
got for
brother goes to
NFL,
every
man?
game.
Fucking.
Mm.
I don't think the Eagles are as good as they think they are.
Okay,
Cowboys
so
suck.
I'd wrap on AFC East with just the simple fact that I believe the Jets could be sneaky good. The Patriots just had a bad week, and the Dolphins have some serious soul searching to do. NFC East,
Yeah,
Eagles.
Daniels.
Eagles. Let's talk about the fact that their star defensive player spit on Dak Prescott before
Immediately in
the game even started. Before he even
Dak
took a
spit
snap.
first.
And
Dak
then
spit at the ground.
yeah, he egged him on. And then just like I literally wish they had him mic'd. We had him mic'd up for that because his face after he spits at the ground looks at him and he just goes, "It's literally a little kid on a playground. These are children playing children's games for millions of dollars."
Yep.
Jalen Carter does it and he goes over and sits right at him. It's like the slow mo is so funny because you see everyone's reaction. Dak just looks over at the ref and goes, and then the water boy who's standing right there is. Just slow mo look over at him.
Like, what the fuck?
That is absolutely wild. How do you ever think you are going to get it? Like, how, behind every common sense could you possibly have? But Jalen Carter has a very interesting past.
You needed something to talk about on Friday. What
This is true.
What was everybody talking about on Friday? Dude waited all offseason to spit on Dak. Hawk Tua on them boys. Like there was so many different things. So many different things.
Yeah.
I think the Hawk Tua on them boys was the best, but
Hawk Tua all over that Dak.
Like that's all anybody was talking about on Friday. So they did exactly what they wanted to.
It was exactly right. Yeah, you're not wrong. The funny thing is to me, they don't suspend him for a game after, but they do. Did you see that come out?
No.
They suspended him and then gave him time served. I swear to God. So he can play against the Chiefs.
We have a plea bargain going on in the NFL now.
It's Eagles Chiefs this weekend. So like they're like, no, nah.
We need him to
he can miss the Cowboys game. And that leads into my little side theory about the NFL.
Okay.
I think the NFL is run by the United States president. And I think if you wanted to believe in the most rigged type of situation, and most people I don't like to believe in this theory. Let me preface with that. But if I was a believer in this theory, which I know you are, it would make sense that certain teams or certain players of certain eras win in that league. And the Chiefs, since Trump took office, are not the same old Chiefs that they were when Biden was in office. Now, they
You know
were
what's
good
crazy?
in the first Trump term,
I'm
but not
almost
that good.
into this.
So remember after the Chiefs won that one Super Bowl, might have been against the Eagles, and so the laser eye Biden laser eye meme, which I don't
Yeah.
even know if he came, his team obviously were the one that posted it, and it was like just like we wrote it up or something like that. Like it
Well,
was, and
that's damning.
it was literally seconds after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
That's kind of like Benjamin Netanyahu saying something about Charlie Kirk as soon as it happened, minutes after.
Yeah,
I know I brought it back. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's weird. But I'm buying into this theory.
yeah. I mean, it's so
You know why I'm
there's
buying into this theory? I'll tell
why are
you
you
why I'm
buying?
buying into this theory. Because you're saying that the president runs the NFL, right?
Yeah, technically, the Mahomes is a Trump guy, actually, though.
I don't give a shit. But what is Trump but the quintessential underdog? The one that there's no way he's going to win an election in 2016. There's no way he's going to get reelected. And now he is. What better way to stamp your presidency than with a Buffalo Bills Super Bowl win?
That's my
Because
man.
there is
That's why I
anybody
believe
in
in it.
the NFL that is the underdog and the downtrodden, it is your Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
The
And
Miami
they're red, white,
Dolphins
and
are
blue.
coming up right behind you with their fucking 25-year drought with a playoff win. They're coming up. But with the Bills never having that one Super Bowl win, that
Buffalo
would
just
be
never
the.
having that major sports championship.
Do you understand just the audacity of the party that would happen if the Buffalo Bills won the fucking Super Bowl? The
Well, I think
fucking
the 90 would be
parade.
shut down.
I think our town would be shut. I think the
Yeah.
state would be shut down besides New York
This
City because fuck
Western New
the
York.
Jets.
Yeah,
But
fuck the downstate. They're not even a real
I
New York
think,
anyways.
yeah, I think
New Amsterdam would
fucking
celebrate.
west of Syracuse, everything's shut down. We're going to the fucking parade. And there's
Yeah.
gonna be fucking tens of millions of people just fucking going to ball out.
You're gonna think of all the Canadians that are gonna come down because we're Canada's team. We
Yeah.
are all of Canada's football team. You're gonna. I'm telling you,
And
it
the
would be
best
one
part about
hell
all
of a
of that,
day.
the best part about all of that is that the team would be partying with you guys. You know,
Yeah.
Josh Allen will have a security detail, but he'd be down there chugging beers with everybody. He wouldn't give a fuck because he is the man of
Yeah.
the people. And if your theory goes correct, and I already said that it's been scripted that the Bills are winning this year, so
Do me a favor.
it'd be
Do me a
interesting.
favor. In a screen share, pull up Tom Brady's Wikipedia page.
Okay.
I want to see this as a social experiment, a live testing of my theory, because I remember Tom Brady winning the early Super Bowls during whose presidency?
That would be early 2000s, so that had to be Bush and then maybe Obama.
It was a time in between.
There was a time.
There was a time in between, if you do not recall. There were 3 early Super Bowls, and then there were 3 later Super Bowls. I'm willing to guess all 6 of those Super Bowls were won with a Republican in the office,
Okay,
as
well, let's.
Tom Brady is a pretty outspoken conservative.
All right, well, let's look at this. All right, hang on a second.
He's the one that gets it passed. You know what's funny is you look at Tom Brady in a way. He doesn't get that much of a pass, but he's almost like how Trump was early on, where he's a celebrity of his own making, of like, just like a successful guy that's now going to be a celebrity forever.
All right, so I'm going off the Super Bowls. So he won XXXVI Super Bowl.
There was the 3 in a row there. The first
VI.
XX. Look up X.
Hang on a second. Let's just go in order. So that's Super Bowl was the championship game of the 91 NFL season. That can't be right. Did I miss an X? I missed an X.
You can just click on the link.
Oh, okay. Fine. Fuck you.
Right where it says Super Bowl champion. Click that first one, and then just get that back button ready. So I know that one. It was
Okay,
no.
let's see. This one. This one happened
Yeah,
when?
that was right after 9/11.
Yep,
You can
that's
see it.
02.
Right after 9/11, the Patriots won the Super Bowl. As a kid, I was rooting for the Rams. But man, that seemed fitting. Everyone was like, "It's so fitting." 2003.
04, that's still
All
Bush.
those first ones are Bush. All those first ones are going to be Bush because then they won it again the following year. So that's just the very next year. Yep. So those are all Bush. Now skip ahead to XL Licks. Yeah, Slicks. Okay,
Because
so this one
that's the
was
year
actually
before
one during
Trump.
Obama. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that
this
one
one
was right
was
before Trump.
might have even announced it, and then the rest are during
That's
Trump. Yep. The only one might have been Biden
That's
where he
Trump.
won the COVID year. Tom Brady won the COVID year Super Bowl. That was his last one in Tampa.
So that was Trump and Biden.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting theory, though.
Interesting theory.
There's something to be said about just the way that shifting of everything. The NFL's like, everything about what they were doing before with stuff on the field, stuff in the players' helmets, they're all gone. Just like the way
To
that
be
they
honest,
present
it makes
the
complete
game.
fucking sense. It makes
They
complete fucking sense.
change the way that they present their sport based upon the presidential election because they know most of their fans are just going to be the regular consuming
year-
Americans.
Colin Kaepernick did his kneeling thing during Obama.
No, that was during Trump.
That was during Trump?
Yeah, oh yeah. You don't remember Trump talking about it?
No. So much shit has happened. Charlie Kirk
I
died.
remember Charlie Kirk died today. Again, it's still fucking bananas. Yeah,
Back-
so they keep showing the Yankees
Doing their moment of
posts.
silence.
So that's why I don't know if anyone else actually did, but that's interesting. I was gonna say, oh yeah, the Kaepernick thing. So that I remember going to a Bills game and they were like, it was during that. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I did go to
Matter bullshit.
it did go during that season. Like it was like he said something and then he trashed the Bills because he tried to buy the Bills. He didn't obviously end up buying the Bills, but the funny thing is just like how we're going to the game. And I was like, dude, I'm still going to the game. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, it's like, oh, the stupid NFL allowing it to happen. And I was like, all the fans going there, this, and I'm like, fuck, I'm still going. I was at the Kaepernick game when they came to Buffalo. Oh, he's on record of saying they were the worst. And we were oof, the very top row. It's just windy up there. The Bills won, and again, this was before the Josh Allen days. It was still part of the drought, I believe, maybe even the year before the drought ended. But they smoked the fucking Niners. It was just like a throttling. It was like 50-14. And it was just everyone was just getting more and more patriotic as the game went on. It was just like, it was just, I was like, man. And I'm like, the first time I was like, I've been a lib most of my life. I was like, something about this being proud to stand for the flag and the anthem. And I was like, I don't know why it didn't really bother me, but I'm like, man, as the score keeps getting rounded up, I feel more and more like, look, yeah, stand for the flag. Alcohol. Fought the old man that night. So there's some tough times. He was getting off nicotine at the time. There's been some interesting Bills games I've attended, man.
Jesus Christ. Anything
We're
else
good now.
around the
We're
league?
good now, obviously.
Yeah.
So the NFC East, we covered that. Well, not really. We talked about the Eagles. The Commanders, they looked okay. I mean, they played the Giants, so there you go. Knock two of them off. Giants suck. Russell Wilson, wash. Why they won't go to that Jackson Dart kid just immediately is beyond me.
I don't
Brian
know.
Dable. I have to start having some tough conversations about Brian Dable. Everyone's always like, "Oh, Josh Allen was nothing before Brian Dable got to him." Well, has Brian Dable been since Josh Allen?
Nothing.
One winning year with Daniel Jones. He's pretty good. He just tarred the shit out of the fucking Dolphins. Maybe Dable sucks.
You
Maybe
know.
Josh Allen made Dable. Huh?
Hey.
Huh? Giants suck. And then the Cowboys. Cowboys look better than I thought.
Meh.
I got to give it to them.
I think the Eagles are worse than you thought, and that's why the Cowboys look good.
The Eagles' defense could be worse. Definitely looks worse than they were last year. You can run all over those guys and pass pretty well. I think the Dallas Cowboys
Because let's
are
face
going to
it, Dak
be.
sucks. Dak is not a good
He
quarterback.
looks fine.
He is
I mean,
not a good quarterback.
he's just not
And
a good
when-
mobile quarterback anymore. Obviously, he can't move.
He's not good at all. He wasn't ever good. He was okay. He was never good. He's
was mid.
mediocre at best.
He's mid.
And it's like the fact that we're still talking about this dude because he's on the Cowboys. And why do we talk about the goddamn Cowboys so goddamn much? Fuck the Cowboys. Obviously,
them
America's
boys.
team is fucking Buffalo Bills. Let's fucking go with that. Why do we have to fucking pander these fucking hicks? And I fucking hate Dallas so fucking much.
I can tell.
And fucking then you got fucking Denver. What the fuck's going on in Denver?
All right, so let's spin over to the AFC West then. I love it when you take me into different tangents. AFC West, every team won week 1 except for the Chiefs. Denver looked the worst, I would say. They played the Titans, and it was a game where like they didn't have to show it very much because there wasn't really much happening in it. I'm not really sold. I hate Sean Payton. First of all, I hate him so much. He's just so beloved. They literally made a Kevin James movie about him. The guy was responsible for the fucking bounty scandal.
Yeah, he was
Like,
doing hits on people.
May I remind you of the Greg Williams recordings? We've played it on these episodes before. You have to go way back to listen to those ones, but look them up. Greg Williams' locker room speech before they played the Niners. Frank Gore with that motherfucker's head sideways. Michael Crabtree, he becomes human when you take out that outside ACL. That was just happening in Sean Payton's locker room. He goes, first one, it's that motherfucker. It's on me. And then they show he rubs finger. It's on me. Okay? That's what we do around here. All right? Play the game the right way. Sean Payton, though, what a fucking genius. Came out last year in the Bills playoff game. Oh, yeah, fucking got us on that first drive. How many points did he score after that? That's right.
How about
Denver's overrated. Pete Carroll. Okay, so Pete Carroll, when he coached the Patriots, is old douchebag.
I hate fucking Sean Payton. I love Pete Carroll.
Chewing his gum. I love him now because he's so old and he's still doing it. He still wants to do it, and he's still like running out there with the players. He's like kind of like the NFL version of Joe Paterno. I just hope he doesn't have a coach that's been bediddling kids for fucking 30 years. But he's at that point now where he's pretty fucking old, and he's running out there, and they look good. I mean, I like Geno. Genti looked a little rough in his first game. Brock Bowers, if he stays healthy, I know he got banged up, but Brock Bowers is a fucking cheat code, dude. He's going to be like Gronk plus Kelsey. Like, he is just a freak. He's going to break every single tight end record if he stays healthy in his career. That's no question. Like, he's just a fucking beast. And then the Chargers, they're all right enough. I think like Herbert had the game of his life and they beat the Chiefs. It was in Brazil. It's just they looked better. They were a better team. I think this could finally be it, dude. I think we could finally be seeing it, especially because the Chiefs have to now go play the Eagles. Then they play the Giants. Probably assume that's a win, but it'd be hilarious because they have to go to New York if they lost. Like, imagine Russell Wilson plays like shit, gets benched. Jackson Dart comes in first start against Mahomes and wins.
400
yards. Can you imagine? And to send him to 0-3 and then line up in week 4, the Ravens come to town.
Oh, Jesus!
Like they could be 1-3 through 4 weeks. Their only win against the Giants. They could be 0-4. Imagine they're 0-4. I can't imagine it. I think personally there's a good chance they win this weekend because they're going to be so pissed off and they're at home. The Eagles, like you said, the Eagles don't really look as good as they probably were last year, so
They're not Super
they're
Bowl champs.
vulnerable.
They're not
Yeah,
Super
they're
Bowl champs.
vulnerable.
All right, what else we got?
AFC, let's go real quick. We can wrap up the AFC South quick because they're an irrelevant division. Texans didn't look good. They lost to the Rams.
Tampa looked all right.
Different division.
Oh,
AFC South, Titans lost to
There's
the
the
Broncos.
NFC.
Cam Ward's Jacksonville, your boy Sunshine looked okay. They got a win.
Wasn't supposed to fucking play, but he played and he got a win.
Still
And
to
then
be
immediately
determined.
lost Tank Bigsby to fucking Philadelphia. Why are they picking up Tank Bigsby? That's a good fucking question.
Will
What's wrong?
Shipley, I think, is hurt. One of their other running backs.
But
I mean,
Bigsby?
I got
him on my
the Jags have a ton of fucking.
Oh yeah, they
running
got
backs.
Etienne. They got fucking the
Etienne,
other guy.
Bashal Tootin.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Bashal Tootin. He's gonna be his stock just went way up. I got him on the taxi squad. Anyways, it's just an irrelevant division. Jags looked okay. Who the fuck else is in that? Oh, the Colts. Daniel Jones. Fucking Danny Dimes, dude. Looked like a monster out there. And the Colts actually have a pretty good defense. They could play spoiler if Daniel Jones gets a career renaissance because their coach is really good. Their coach was a part of I believe their coach was a part of a Super Bowl winning Eagles team, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe one that made the Super Bowl. I think that's more accurate. He's a good coach. So they might be a fucking little bit of a threat to take the division from Jacksonville. I think Houston's going to suck. I said that at the beginning of the year, and they are proving me right.
I know I'm going all over the place, but I'd like to go back to Miami for a second because there's a rumor going around, and I just want I really hope that it's a rumor, and I want to.
There's a rumor going around. Then we'll go to the NFC North because there's a really good rumor going around about that quarterback from up there.
Okay. There's a rumor going around that Mike McDaniels might be fired for a Super Bowl winning coach. Who do you think? Yeah.
You think Belichick's just going to leave UNC?
There is a rumor that Mike McDaniels is going to get fired and Belichick is going to come to Miami to go against the Patriots.
Oh boy. Like this week?
That's what they said. I said that's fucking nuts. But
what are you on? Fucking 4chan?
I don't fucking know.
Who the hell believes that could happen so quickly?
But I really
maybe next year.
I would have to become a full-fledged Bills fan if Belichick
really
goes to Miami because I cannot root for.
He is half of Satan. So
yeah, like
he's half of sports Satan with Saban. Him and Saban are the two sides of sports Satan.
What the fuck, pedophile? And he likes rub downs and shit. He's fucking like marrying a 23-year-old or something.
No, you're thinking of the owner, Robert Kraft, though. He was the one who was going to the rub and tugs. I'm sure Bill is. Dude, you gotta understand. You gotta understand. Athletes, I heard this story recently. It's kind of funny. Not funny. It's kind of fucked up. But a guy I work with,
that's how our humor works.
I won't even give, just in case he ever watches. He's a good guy. But there's a player that, because he lives out, different city, football team, whatever. And he's like, I was dating this chick, and he said the guy who recently got into the Pro Football Hall of Fame actually was on the Chiefs at the time, and she had worked as an intern for the Chiefs. And after the game, him, another player, they were like, "Hey, we're going out to a strip club." And intern, you want to go? She's like, "Sure." So they go. They go and whatever, at the strip club forever. They get back into the car, and the guy immediately just has it sitting there like this, just in his lap, like that. And he looks over at her and just goes, "Well, ain't gonna suck itself."
Holy fuck.
And they go, she's like, "What?" And then the guy's like, "So did you do it?" She's like, "Well, yeah, I did." But that kind of guy, It's an NFL athlete who, his big message is, I'm a Christian and, all that bullshit. Those people, you know what I mean? It's funny. The people who preach the hardest. I'm a Christian man, Christian, they're professional athletes. They're scumbags, most of them. It's the people now, I think it's different culture-ish because to be fair, with the Gen Z and the younger people who are now becoming the professional athletes,
Words hurt.
yeah, I mean, they don't even really party. Like, I mean, I'm sure they do a little bit, but like that generation literally doesn't drink. They don't party. They probably just smoke a ton of weed, and they're worried about getting,
How
screwed
many
over by
likes
anyone
did
they
I
even
get?
consensually have sex with.
Okay,
Like, they're
I'm sorry
probably
to
even worried about that.
so bringing that up, I'm sorry to bring it back to Charlie Kirk, but did you see the one
Yeah.
guy from the Charlie Kirk assassination?
Which guy?
So there's this one guy, the crowd is dispersing because, gunfire, and some dude just died. There's this one dude that got on Instagram. Hey, I'm at the Turning Point USA. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, blah, 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 giving his handles. I was like, oh my, that's humanity right there.
Yeah.
And then
It's
I told my,
everyone. It's everyone's that pulls their phone out when something awful
yeah.
is about to happen. It's like they don't even try to help the person.
So
They just pull their phone out.
I walked to one of my coworkers and I showed him the video, and I was like, it's at points like this that I understand the flood.
Yeah.
Totally get it. Totally
Yeah,
get
Sodom and Gomorrah.
it. Totally get it. Like I understand. Sometimes shit just needs to get wiped off the face of the earth. Like this is insane. But anyway, NFC North, I think you said there was some rumors.
Well, there's rumors going out. Sorry, I was looking.
At your
I
boy.
might have to get back into the Charlie Kirk here and let you go on a soapbox because he's getting a little bit
We'll
he's
wrap
honestly
up your
just
NFC one and then we'll just end it.
he's actually just sitting there like flipping his feet around looking at me. The NFC, okay, so NFC North, the Packers are going to be a wagon now that they got Micah Parsons. It's just, I'm sorry, they're already a good team. The Lions don't look as good without Ben Johnson there. Ben Johnson doesn't look so good where he's at with Caleb. The Vikings pull off a fucking Diet Coke version of the Bills the other day. That division's kind of weird. But what I will say is even more hilarious to me is just that Angel Reese. Did you see this? Did you see
No.
this?
What about Angel Reese, dude? Catches
She
all the
plays
rebounds because she can't make a fucking basket. Angel Reese.
calls out her own teammates in the press conference, then gets suspended by her team for calling out her own teammates, saying like, "I might need to," She goes, "I don't know. I'd like to be back here, but I gotta look out for myself too. I want to win." Like, bitch, your team is 10-33. You're the star. You suck. What are you talking about? Yourself? They're like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" The team suspended her. The league didn't suspend her. The team was like, "Dude, fuck off."
I
But
want
the
to know if
season's
those boys that are betting that Angel Reese misses her first shot, if they're still betting it, and how much they have won so far. I bet you they fucking bankrupt FanDuel by the end of it. Because what the fuck, dude? She is so bad. I want to win. Get better.
yeah.
Go train.
Make shots.
Make a
Score
layup, you
points.
fucking bitch.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
that's fun. It's hilarious. But anyways, she posted because Caleb painted his nails.
I
Right?
know he does.
Caleb paints his nails. Right. Did it for like a suicide awareness, which
Yeah.
is actually a
Black,
good cause.
right?
I don't know. It had some other stuff
It
in
might
there.
be
Like
the
there was some,
Chicago Blue. I don't know.
there was some other stuff in there,
Oh, he
and
bedazzled it? He bedazzled
kind
it
of.
with fingernail polish?
Kind of. And how it came out was Angel Reese herself, because someone had made a post about it. She quoted it and she goes, "I love it. He asked me who my nail tech was, and she absolutely killed it."
No. No.
Angel Reese and Caleb Williams have the same nail technician.
Angel Reese and Caleb Williams are an item. Calling it here
Oh.
first.
That'd be interesting. Now, is that a straight relationship or is I digress.
The only women in
The-
WNBA is the W.
Oh my god. I don't remember who this was. It was a guy who worked for Barstool Chicago, so I can't credit him, but it was hilarious because he was just so like polite about it at first, but he started describing like, look, I get it. Guy was paying his nails. I don't care. I never cared. People think it's weird. I don't really care. Because I just thought, he was just doing it himself, like just in the locker room or something.
Not going to a
He's like,
nail.
not. He goes, going to fucking Angel Reese's nail technician. He's like, that's what we need right now. He goes, you go in there and you say like, oh, who's the fucking quarterback for Minnesota? JJ McCarthy. What's JJ doing? Oh, he's got his head in the fucking playbook. He's learning the playbook. There he is. He's in the quarterback room watching film. Yeah, there he is. Where's Caleb? I swear to God, if I see a picture come out and he's just sitting there in the salon with his fucking feet up and someone doing his nails. He's like, that's it.
There's the little fish in the tank chewing his feet off.
Sitting there chewing on some celery, having a glass of wine. In the
Foil
other
in his
hand,
hair.
yeah. Oh my God.
Fucking
Too
mimosa.
funny. This little mimosa. That is too fucking funny, man.
Fucking A.
So
Nail Tech did it so good. Oh my God.
the Bears may be doomed. And then so let's see what else we had. NFC South. Baker had a nice comeback against the Falcons. That was cool. I'm a big Baker guy. Got off to a little slow start. I honestly didn't think he looked that great. But rallied enough. Falcons they're just like meddling. Panthers are horrible. I thought they were going to be a good team this year from early indications. They're not. They're going to suck. And then what was the other? I'm blanking on the other NFC South team. Oh, the Saints. They're fucking pathetic. But they actually almost came back against the Cardinals. So we can
Ritter,
finish
right?
on that. I think it was the NFC West. What's that?
That's his name is Ritter, their quarterback, the Saints quarterback, Ritter.
Yes.
Okay.
Rattler. Yeah. Spencer Rattler. It doesn't matter. He's not going to be their quarterback for much longer. They're going to go to Tyler Shuck. They're going to suck. I think he's got something. So they got Tyler Shuck who's waiting to follow him up. His last name looks like Shaw.
Shuck.
Tyler Shuck, but it's spelled like Shao, SHOUGH, but it's pronounced Shuck.
Okay.
They're just pathetic franchise. They're probably just going to look at a quarterback next year. So yeah, I mean it's pretty easy division for Baker to win. The Falcons being a threat, possibly. They played them close, but still lost at home. NFC West, Niners looked okay, not great. The Seahawks with Darnold,
just waiting for McCaffrey.
not great. The Rams, I guess it's just going to be the same old, same old. I'll be honest, man. I'm going through like thinking about the games from this weekend because first week I always seem to like just remember all the scores or who teams played.
Yeah,
there was a lot of bad football. It's just like there wasn't a really great other game besides the Bills-Ravens game and the two games that were played. All the primetime games were great. Like the Monday night game was a good game. It ended up being a good game. Honestly, the second best game, I think, in my opinion, what I was watching mostly was Jets-Steelers. Like Aaron Rodgers, we can end on that. We can end on the AFC North. Perfect. Aaron Rodgers is pretty fucking good.
I love
Steeler. I was shocked at that.
I love the press conference.
Oh yeah.
The fucking he just looks dead in the camera. I wanted to beat everybody from the Jets organization. Like fuck. All of them said I couldn't play football anymore. Well.
And I wanted to prove that I want to prove them wrong. Just straight up, right at yeah, I wanted to beat everybody in the Jets organization. It's so petty.
Did you see the things about what if the Steelers have to go to Brazil? They'll have to go through the Bermuda Triangle. Aaron Rodgers won't be having none of that shit. I was fucking dying.
All right. He'll probably take a pit stop in wherever they get ayahuasca from down there.
Sure.
And then he'll show up like 3 days early Be like, oh, I'm ready to go. And they're like,
30 days
Aaron,
early or 14 weeks late because he was
Aaron,
getting
yeah,
chased by the Dark Man.
there's a steam room right there. You're gonna sit in that for about 8 hours. And you're gonna burn every piece of that freaking chemical out of your body, and then you're gonna go to bed. And you're gonna wake up tomorrow and we're gonna practice.
Yeah, oh shit. Holy fuck.
But yeah, Bengals looked bad. I don't like Burrow. They always start slow.
Can we say
Here's the funny
Burrow's overrated?
here's a stat for you here that I just couldn't repeat enough to people. The Bengals beat the Browns. Browns should have won. Their kicker missed like a 36-yarder to take the
Yeah.
lead.
Yeah.
And at that point, the Bengals had amassed 7 total yards in the second half of that game. 7 yards. 7 yards the Bengals had in the second half. Josh
That's
Allen
terrible.
threw for 250 yards in a quarter.
In a quarter. Joe Burrow is so ass.
You cannot argue anymore. What's the difference here? Okay, I get it. Yeah, it's the Browns. Browns got to grade you. You 7 yards a half. You got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on big contracts. You still can't do shit in week 1. Burrow is the fucking You can't get me wrong. Let some dude break into your house and Superman, yo.
Oh, oh that's so fucked.
That's a little mean. Sorry, Joe. He still scares me if we played him in the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie. He can still torch the Bills' fucking defense, no problem.
Joe, that's what he is.
He's Joe Cool. Yes, the thing is, I actually like Joe Burrow. You know, they beat us.
As a guy, he's all right. As a quarterback, he's
as a man, he's kind of a tool. I actually like him. I like him as a quarterback more than I like him as his own personality. I think he's too like into his own image and own style and the fashion. He perfectly encapsulates just the attitude of what a young athlete would try to aspire to be, which is truly just like about me. Like there's that one famous clip where he's running onto the field with his helmet. Like he runs out there he puts on his helmet, and then once he thinks the camera's off him, he stops, like looks back, and then just like stands there and just takes his helmet back off. Just like
oh my
God. He's in it just as much for like his own image and like legacy as anything else. It's so funny.
Those are the moments that I live for. Just like, look at this dumb motherfucker. Got my helmet on. I'm ready to go. Oh, we're kicking off.
Camera's off me. All right, cool. Just absurd. Like and I will give it to this. So like the Ravens, they're going to be a fucking handful. I hope we don't have to. Honestly, do hope we don't have to play them in the playoffs because how could they not be totally just ready to run through a fucking wall of playoffs? But still, some part of me is like not going to fear them as much. I wouldn't fear really anybody anymore at this point because could be a team of destiny.
At this
point, we'd hold the tiebreaker, but I mean, it's obviously still like they held the tiebreaker on us last year, but they finished with a worse record. So they lost the Raiders in week 2. They went 0-2 and still made the playoffs. Chiefs looking at that, trying to make that same path because I think they're going to lose the Eagles, but I can see a good bounce back game. AFC North, Browns, Joe Flacco. He's Joe Flacco. When do you think we see Shedeur? When do you think Shedeur Sanders would actually play? I'm going to say never.
I'm going to say that he's going to go to Carolina.
Carolina?
Yeah.
There's a theory.
I think he either goes to Carolina.
He's going to follow the
Miami.
same footpath as Baker Mayfield. Miami?
I think he goes to Carolina or Miami. Tua is going to die. Whether that's literal or figurative, you make the assumption, but he's going to die.
I'm just hoping it's a figurative speech in his career.
I do too. I really
don't even hope his career ends. I mean, I hope
I kind of do.
Well, as a Dolphins fan, you might want a new quarterback, but
he was a good hype, but it did not.
Other ways of doing that.
He had his moment, and he blew it. And I'm sorry, but you don't get another shot. He had his moment in 22 and 23 where Mike McDaniel's offense was still relatively new. Nobody knew what was really fucking going on. Now everybody's figured him out. And if you double cover Tyreek, Tua just breaks down. And you saw
Yeah.
that all this week. So I think Carolina is so bad and Miami is so bad that they need to do something to spark the rage. And what better than getting a stupid ass personality in your fucking locker room that'll just drive your team into the shitter? And I
Okay,
think
so
it's going to
there's
go to
a
Miami.
great theory, and then Dion leaves Colorado,
Yeah.
becomes coach.
Yep.
They trade for Travis Hunter.
There's a Super Bowl champion that we wanted, right, for a coach instead of
Yep.
Belichick. We get Sanders.
Yep.
They love Miami. I know they love Miami.
What a
They're the
theory!
Sanders.
So
They love Miami.
they're going to be legendary in South
They're
Beach.
legendary in Miami.
Legendary. Still pissed South Park didn't do that, but I wonder how South Park feels today. That's going to
Probably pretty
be
bad. Probably
that's
pretty
going
bad.
to be a pretty first for Trey Stone.
Yeah.
Anywho, I think that's a good way to end it.
Yep. This has been
Sports.
Mortal Sportsman. Sports.
On the day, sports. On the day Charlie Kirk died.
The
It'd
day
be interesting to
before,
wake up day
never
before
forget.
9/11 anniversary. You know, you got that. It is a very, very interesting time in this country, but we still talk sports. That's America. That's
And we'll be
what we
back
hold
with you
free.
after our week 2 results.
I would say this. Man, wouldn't it be fun if we just did a tailgate episode?
I can make it happen.
I'll ask our boy Busy B.
Okay.
I was talking to this auditor. We were invited to another tailgate that's very close.
Okay.
I actually fucking forgot to call my cousin back. It's with my cousin. The one with the bus. They're parking close to us. And they're like, if you want to
Okay.
just come over there, they'll have food. They'll have, we'll bring drinks, obviously, probably even bring some of our own shit. But anyways, I would also be down to do that.
I'm
If
down.
it's in some way possible. Started on the car ride there.
I can make it
It would recap, this week 2. We'd have some predictions going into that game.
Miami's going to get blown out. That's my prediction.
You have asked me for years for these tickets, and
It just so happens that this might be the year.
and we're not leaving early. We are
Wait,
not leaving early.
that, didn't we?
No, hell no.
All right. Well, this has been Mortal Sportsman, the day
Yes,
before
here.
9/11, a day that will live in infamy for the passing of Charlie Kirk by senseless, murderous
Assassination.
dudes or dudettes, fucking assholes.
I tell you, the tenseness of one channel, because I have both of them on right now,
Yeah.
both the big ones. It's funny. I just realized this. I have it on the left and the right. Didn't even intentionally do that. But on the one side there on the left, it is a tenseness of, oh, fuck.
Really?
Oh, just like you can just like see it. Like there's fear in their eyes
Well, they fucked
about
up.
what has happened
They've been calling for violence this entire
and what
time.
that means for themselves.
Yeah.
And
Nepal, baby. Nepal.
on this side over here, it's
Mourning.
It's starting to look more and more like anger.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's not good.
It says America mourns the loss of Charlie Kirk on there, but Riley Gaines is on there, and her eyes look as more Riley Gaines as I've ever seen in my life.
Holy fuck.
Everyone else, I mean, I can only imagine what Hannity was spewing before they showed the AI version of Trump giving that speech. Because it literally,
Trump dead?
Yeah, like
is the AI running the country? What's going on?
We went from auto pen to AI.
Skynet has infiltrated the government. We are fucked.
We are literally watching simulations.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, the whole thing could be fake. I don't know how it could be though. With people there. Footage taken from other people at the event.
Project
Yeah.
Bluebeam.
They just can't all be Bluebeam, though. I believe he actually had. I mean, I can't see. Like again, when
I
you
don't
talked
see
about
how they could.
the moving thing, like that could be AI. Like that video
Yeah,
that you're watching could be someone who has
correct.
manipulated it. It's more than
The
likely it
ring
is.
got me. The ring
Like,
got me.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, because they show
they
him
can they
holding
can
the
do
mic,
that though.
and the ring from this finger goes right to this finger. Like you can see it move to that finger. It's weird. It's weird. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's false. I'm just saying it's weird. I don't like being speculative, especially this close to someone dying. I don't like being that guy, but in these times, you have to be that guy, and not that guy, but you know what I'm saying.
The problem they have. The funny thing is that they have Clay Travis on there now. Clay Travis, he was originally a sports. He was originally a sports dude. Went to the Outkick. He is like you probably have seen his tweets before. Um,
No
you know,
idea who it is.
any outspoken moment of conservatism in sports, like he's on the bandwagon, and then he,
Fades off.
basically anytime that Ryan Clark speaks on ESPN, like Travis has a response. He did
Okay.
it again to Pete Schrager, and Pete Schrager, to close on this a little bit here about the shifting mentality in the country. Pete Schrager has been a very good prognosticator of football, having never played the game himself. He's a journalist. He's been on Good Morning America or Good Morning America. Good thing I poured a shot. He's been on Good Morning Football from its origin, and then it started working at other networks. And then when ESPN got him, he officially left Good Morning Football. I think this year. This is his first year off of that show. Went to battle with Kyle Brandt for years. They loved each other. They hate each other. They love each other. They hate each other. Whatever. It was great TV. It was great. Without him on it, I honestly don't even watch the show anymore. He goes on for like 2 or 3 weeks on ESPN's morning shows, and Ryan Clark immediately goes, Pete, let me just say this. It's because you didn't play the game. It's because you didn't play the game, Pete.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That reaction of everybody else who's in sports media who didn't play the game is taking off like wildfire, especially at like Fox Sports, the opposing networks, or on NFL Network. Like the people who used to work with him, that Kyle Brandt guy I was just talking about. Like I met Kyle Brandt. He's a good dude. Immediately had started going after just like subtle jabs, like basically like subtweets of fucking like, like as a guy who's never really played the game at the NFL level, I just have to say this is my opinion here today. And it's just like
Awesome. See, those
because
are the things that you need to do. Those are the activism things that are awesome.
and Pete literally said right after he goes, dude, he's like, stop it. He's like, don't belittle me here. Like, I can give you an opinion. You guys as 3X players and me as the non-player and a different opinion from you guys. Don't do that. Like literally just immediately stood up for himself. He goes, what you need to do is stop talking and let me talk. And then it was just like, bang. Ryan Clark's career at ESPN is never going to recover because Pete is the future. Pete is fun. Pete is different. He's not a CTE'd fucking idiot because he didn't play football. How about that? How about that one? How about that for a little
That's
pepper
what
to
I'm
end your
got. How about
fucking
that?
day? NFL media. You don't think that people who've never played football before? First of all, I don't think people before didn't have PTSD or CTE. See, I even have it. Been concussed playing fucking hockey my whole life. Half the shit I've been doing, going through tables and getting punched.
That's what happens.
Who doesn't hit their old noggin every now and then? But
Anyway,
it's to me, there's a shift of all of it. It's to a place of where we need to get back to being able to just allow people to talk without identities. You know what I mean? Like we've always
honestly,
had
okay,
that. We've always had that here, and it went away, and it's not
I'm gonna
good.
leave this. We're gonna end this right after this statement because it's very controversial. You know
Oh
what
boy,
this country needs back?
what is that?
Bullying.
That
We
is
fought so
controversial.
hard. We fought so hard against bullying. Now these freaks are running the fucking asylum, and we don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, the ones who were bullied, for the most part.
Yeah,
I
now
was
the ones
fucking
that are
bullied.
bullied, they have a voice and think they can just take a gun and go shoot people.
The ones who has,
Yeah.
I feel like like most things in life, I have the moderation. I'm a moderate. I've been bullied and have bullied.
I'm a fat kid. I've been bullied my entire life.
I was short and skinny. I got tossed around like a fucking rag doll. The most disrespectful thing you can do is just go pick somebody up. Just pick them up and just hold them there.
That's the
And like, you know, I think back about that now, which is hilarious. Because how fat as fuck I've become. I don't even have a neck.
Try it now, bitch.
I don't even have a neck. Here's my last Bills story to end it with, so we can just end it on maybe a little bit of a joke. But we're at the game and we're standing in line to go buy beer, and this guy in front of me's got a fucking all-star mustache, just a classic '80s style bush. You know, he's dark hair, so it's just the big caterpillar handlebar. And I go, damn, brother, that's a great muzzy. And he just looks back and he's like, thanks, bud. And I was like, I knew it. He's Canadian. And I was like that. So I go, babe. Bear was with me. I was like, babe. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I get it like that. She goes, you can't do that. And I'm like, come on, why not? She goes, you have no neck. It's just
It's just chin.
you're right. It goes straight from my face to my torso.
To my chest.
Face to torso. And the guy was trying to. It was funny. I laughed. I was like, "Yeah, you're right." Guy's like, you got an neck. Come on, he's got an neck." It's so nice. I love regular day Canadians, especially Bills fans. When they come down, they're good
Them in
time.
the wild is crazy.
They're such
so
good
nice.
people. They're so nice. They're so nice. It's like, he's got a neck.
You got it. That's fine.
He's got a fucking neck. Come on, give him a break.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right,
All
buddy.
right. That's
Love
been
you, man.
Moto Sportsman. Love you.
Cheers
We
to
will
that.
be back to talk about week 2 and then possibly a tailgate episode on week 3 on Thursday Night Football from the parking lot of the Bills. The Ralph. The last time I'll be at the Ralph.
Farewell season, baby. Farewell season. It's going to be so much fun. I will not leave. I refuse to let that moment define me forever. But damn, do I have some credit to make back up. That is for damn sure. Starting with the letters. To everyone else in America, chill the fuck out because the Bills are finally going to fucking do it. And you're going to fuck it all up. Same to you, Putin and China and everyone else fucking up the world right now. I fucking hate you. It's finally happening. Don't do this to me. Take it the fuck easy.
Peace. Oh, that was fucking hilarious.